My name is DJ Swivel. I'm a Grammy-winning producer, mixer, and engineer. And we are here at NAMM 2020, and I'm giving you guys an exclusive look at my new plugin called The Sauce. Okay, so what I wanted to show today with The Sauce, this is a song that I wrote and produced, and I'm using The Sauce in a few unique ways. It's a very versatile plugin. Here is the GUI. And there's a couple unique ways in which I'm using it, and so I want to walk through a few of those, a little bit of my creative process in how I use this product. So this song, it's called Good Old Days, and one of the elements is this hook. This hook is 12 vocals, and the goal of this was to create a song that felt very nostalgic, and almost like, you know, reminiscing back to when you were a kid. And so I wanted to create a sound effect with this hook that would create almost like kids singing, even though we're all adults who are working on it. So this is 8 vocals from my writer Candace, 4 vocals from me. There's a low octave, so there's different harmonies, and you're going to see that on this bus, The Sauce does an incredible job with formant shifting the vocal, which is one of the problems often with pitch and formant shifting, is you have to kind of stick to a monophonic piece of audio. But as soon as you have multiple voicings, it kind of breaks down. And so we're going to show what it sounds like with The Sauce bypassed.
Damn it, I was shy. God damn it, I was shy. I wish I had a sign to say.
That's what it sounds like bypassed, and here's what it sounds like with The Sauce engaged.
Damn it, I was shy. God damn it, I was shy. I wish I had a sign to say.
And as you can see, all we're doing here, this knob here is the formant shifting knob, and we have a little bit of mild saturation here. This is our saturation and distortion features. And then on the modulation knob, sweet is a chorus and sour is a flanger. So we have a little bit of chorus, and then over here we have a compressor, a reverb, and a delay, and a stereo imager in the middle, and we're not using, in this case, any of those. So just a little bit of formant shifting, and once again, I'll bypass it and then play it again engaged.
Damn it, I was shy. God damn it,
And that's
I was
engaged.
shy. I wish I had a sign to say.
So really simple, very effective way to get some unique, pitch shifted or modulated vocals with formant shifting, which is super common with vocal chops and hip hop, pop, EDM production nowadays. So let me show you the second way in which I'm using The Sauce, which is right here, and I'm actually using The Sauce as a reverb send. So I have this send here that is going to an SFX bus. And at the bottom of this session, this Sauce effects. And what do I have going on? Well, before I play you what's happening, you'll just see we have the pitch up a full octave. We have some saturation up to 50%, so a little bit of grit and edge to it. We have some compression here, just tightening up the vocal, a little bit of delay with no feedback, quarter note delay. And then we have the reverb, which is, there's 3 different reverb algorithms, a small room, a medium plate, and a large hall. And we have it on the large hall setting, and it's set to 100, which means this is at 100% wet signal, and which means you can use The Sauce as an effects return. And that's the same with the delay and all the other effects. So we have 100% wet signal. Let's hear, I'll just play this. The first 2 background vocals here that I'm going to solo do not have The Sauce on it, and then you'll hear what happens on the third one. Here we go. So you can hear what The Sauce is doing. It's creating a really nice sort of harmonic reverb, pitched up reverb. And now let me play it in context so you can hear what it's doing just creatively.
Wanna go back, panic at the disco at the soundtrack. Hit me all at once, it's crazy. Mr. Brightside, not lately. Got everything I dream.
So there you go. On the second 2 that we just played had The Sauce on it. So another really creative way of using it. So right after that, I have another interesting way that I'm using it, which is on this vocal right here. what I've done is essentially duplicate the lead vocal. I'll play the lead vocal by itself so you know what's going on.
If I had it all, it would save me. Now it's the memories I'm craving.
And then just on that phrase, the vocalist was not able to record a low harmony, and so I created a duplicate track, and what I've done on this one is just create a low octave. And so I've pitched everything down by a full octave. I've formant shifted it down just to change the shape of that. And I've got the spread here quite wide at 80%. And so the idea is you're going to get a doubled effect, but it's spread wide. And so, great to use as supplementary background vocals. So let me just play you everything in context.
Dream thought maybe if I had it all, it would save me. Now it's the memories I'm craving.
So you can hear that low vocal, and I'll play it soloed now as well.
If I had it all, it would save me. Now it's the memories I'm craving.
And once again with the sauce bypassed.
If I had it all, it would save me. Now it's the memories I'm craving.
So that's a really quick way of getting a low octave, and of course you can do that with a high octave just by pitching up a full octave. In this case, we wanted a low octave. So, and the fourth way that I'm using the sauce on this is actually not on a vocal, even though it's called a vocal seasoner. You can use it on drums, you can use it on instruments, and I'm using it on this synth. Now I'm going to bypass it. This synth sounds great by itself, but as a creator, as a producer, you want to find ways of taking synths that you already have or sounds that you already have, and how do you make them just more original, more you, add a little bit more of your personality in it. And so what we're doing, I will show you. Let me first play the synth by itself. So pretty cool sound, and now I'll show you what we're doing on the sauce. So the first thing you'll notice is that the color of the GUI has changed, and that is actually because the sauce is a multiband processor, and so we have 3 bands that are all doing unique things, and all of these effects that I showed off earlier, including spread, when you turn this multiband knob on, it allows you to independently affect all of those things the way that you want, which is super powerful and allows you to do some really awesome and unique things. In this case, in the low band here, which is everything below 523, 520, it's pitched, the formant is shifted up a little bit. There's a little bit of mild saturation, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of compression, and a little bit of a room reverb. On the mid frequencies, we have a little bit of a delay. I didn't want any delay in the low frequencies. I didn't want it to muddy it up, but a little bit of delay, and we have a flanger instead of the chorus, and same room and same reverb, and also same formant. And then just on the high frequencies, we switch to a large hall just to get this airy, crisp, nice big reverb, and it's spread out wide. And of course we have flanger and saturation. Here's what it sounds like. I will just engage it halfway through. And now with the sauce. So as you can hear, it adds that flanger sound, it brightens it up a little bit, it modulates the sound with the formant shifting just a little bit. And it's just a really effective way to slap it on a track, and maybe you don't know what you want to do with that track. This is the type of plugin that you can just cycle through a number of presets and find the thing that makes your sound stand out, and it does just that. So that is the sauce. I am DJ Swivel, and you can get it now on pluginboutique.com.